Supposed to favor the favorite team here, right? Buster gonna be finding the entry kill here onto B. Still two players holding it, but it looks like Virtus.pro will be going for mid to B execute. And Buster with the second entry. The B bomb site is all there. It's just one more player playing car. And this is going to be a nice little pistol round win for the Virtus.pro side. As well, I don't think they really needed it, but it's a nice to have. And yeah. For those of you who don't really watch a lot of CS and you're wondering, wait, isn't this the Poles versus the Poles? Virtus.pro have in fact gone for a bit of a CIS mix here. Of course, Quicket and Buster from Kazakhstan, very nice place. James from Russia, Sanji from Uzbekistan, and Yekindar, the man of the hour, the man with the firepower from Latvia.
I mean, and so it begins. I mean, fair play to Jedka, finding a couple kills here, but I mean, the round is gone about a minute ago when Buster found 3 kills entry towards
range. As the execute does actually rein in. Hades, stuck behind the fire and flames, will be peeking out and getting a kill onto Sanji, and a second kill onto Quicket. He's done a lot here for his side, and it's a 2v4 now. Definitely winnable for Wisla Krakow to play their cards right.
Certainly is, and this is surprising. I might have to eat my words soon if Wisla are able to continue this this sort of form, but admittedly it is just one player, Hades, who's been able to find damage. James, the last player alive, as his teammate does get the bomb planted, but with a scout, needs to find these shots very quickly, and Wisla, they're going to be able to secure a force by victory, a fair one as well. Hades, 3 kills on the site, sets things up for his team, and they'll be able to salvage themselves some AKs as well. And, well, that's not gone well.
As 3 of them has situated themselves on the short position, while long, well, Jetka already finds that kill, and the lurk on middle doors, he's also downed, and now it's time for the T's to cross with the bomb and get it down. Perhaps that may actually be in the cards here, as Spiro, he doesn't manage to stop them. Will be killing them after the bomb plant, however, an easy cleanup for him. Spiro, cleanup god, does take it into a 2-1 situation, and Virtus.pro, well, they're gonna have plenty of money going forward here.
Yeah, that bomb plant is pretty huge for the VP side. It gives them all the cash they could ever want. They'll be
out Quicket here in Cubby, as he's going to have to go on the offensive here. Manages to get pawn check on mid to B, and someone on the cross there already. It looks like the smoke will be coming in a little bit late, and well, okay, he's trying to be simple right now, just jumping out there from the window. Not going to be going his way. As Wisla Krakow, they have 3 players remaining. No chance for a retake versus 5 surviving terrorists, and this is probably going to be
no utility for him though, but they could do it, and then could have Jedka drop him an M4 or something return.
Signal that there may be players close by, hopefully making it easier for the tunnels players up there, as Nino does manage to find Yakindar, and that's the first win condition, right? Get him off the server so that you can win the rest of the round. But Mino with a double spray down there into B, using
very nice work from Wisla. I mean, that hit from VP lacking a little bit of the oomph, and James going to die after time. I mean, one player dying that previous round, it will be the push forward. As Cricket does get the first, that's Hades to fall. He's looking for the jump shot, and he'll get it. Denies the plant. That's Sanji to fall. He can't get anything done, as it's now a 4-on-4. Then there's still lots of these visitor players around. They're going to try and go for the plant again this time. Minio not quite able to get their head there of the player he spots out short, leaving it in a 4-on-4. Sparrow still has control of long as well, so they know these VP players are going to be playing from short, and they can try and push forward. Nice shot from Sparrow to take down Kicket, but the trades are there from the Virtus.pro side. A 2-on-2, Buster and James to try and defend the site. There's still a player inside of the site itself, and with James going down, it's now all up to Buster, and he can't do it. Wisla, they will retake that A-bomb site. It's like they never left, and it's a 4th on the board for them on this CT side. Going pretty well early on here.
Sort of reconsider. He's going to be sitting in those tunnels for a little while. The CT's not willing to push anything, won't have the information, and a brutal flash execute coming in. Not really going to be hitting pawn check, however. He just sprayed him down.
Ooh, looks like they're going to go for a run boost. Let's get this right, lads. And there it is.
Oh,
and there goes Sparrow. They do it in style, as now they're trying to creep up towards his ace. Like Sanji, there's the flashbang that works out wonderfully for that kill instead. Minio falls and VP. We should be able to find a third round here with just a few players left to find from this Wisla side.
That can elapse. Wisla still in the lead here as we explode onto the 5-3 scoreline, and yeah, definitely.
Wisla gave it up very easily, so it sort of suggests, and Virtus.pro read it well, that Sparrow is in a more far back position, but he gets the first and a second close range with that all.
Pretty there, while the two CTs in B, they do smell what's coming and are worried about this tunnel's presence. Ponchak already spawning out one. Does tag him down a little bit as the rest of the execute, well, it's on its way, and that player playing car, he knows what's going on. He's calling out to his team, you guys have to rotate, they're taking B, as Ponchak doesn't actually manage to do anything on the cross, but Minio from the car position. Okay, a team kill coming in from Jame. I didn't see that one. A little bit more of a build-up, like starting like, and they'll be laughing like that with these kinds of entries. Just the mic like cut out because you were too loud, I think. Okay, so the B-bomb site was handily taken there. A two-prong approach coming in from both the tunnels, and this round isn't a bad shout by any means. And look at their money. They're going to have enough in the next one for sure. I say that, but then Jetkar dies. A little bit of an open position there. Would have preferred the car position slightly further back, in my opinion. That way only your head pokes out and you're not like sprayable like that by Buster. That was just an insane like long-range spray down. Not that you don't get it enough up.
They've missed the smoke on short, that's for sure. As they push it forward, there's a lot of missed smokes actually.
But they all sort of work out, right? Like a whole bunch of smokes on the bomb site, still providing some kind of cover, and well, they just dismantle this defense here. None of the players going down. This is just gonna be a loss bonus, and that's it. Plus the kill reward there for Spiro, but he will be going down in the end. As
an angle to use, whereas the smoke that's meant to be closer towards like the entry point for sure, that one actually dropped down towards CT.
A trade
I'm assuming that wasn't meant to happen, as yeah, I mean, these pistols for Wisla, if they can find another kill, would be good. But Jame needs to be careful. He's going to get pushed by two CTs, but another kill goes his way. Can he get the last? Of course he can. Was there any ever doubt?
Just a little
6
bit.
On the board for VP. There was a little bit of doubt, but
not that much utility, and that's going to spell disaster for this long defense. But they actually managed to find the first kill onto Yakindar. His entry is not going to be doing anything here as Quicket. He has a little bit of a one-way here, managing to pick up two, not a third, however, as it does become a...
Check. Can he find any shots? Not for the time being. These teams are able to push very, very close towards the site. It's actually James taking him down. Sanji spots out the other towards window, can't find the shots, but Wisla, is this going to be a save? Looks like it. To Virtus.pro, they do convert the round, and surprised that Wisla keep being more sat back. So wanted just to make sure that the position was secured for them to fall away if they needed to, but gets more than he's bargained.
For sure be able to buy everything their heart desires. Just going to be executing here onto long. Buster entering this time. Doesn't manage to get the kill, but Quicket does. Molly kill even. As Buster is behind the blue container, and Sanji finding Hades through the smoke there does actually net them. Nice little control here, allowing Buster to peek out into pit. As this engagement, well, Jetkar, he only hears one player, so he's not even calling in rotations, and that's just a freebie there. But he's not sure where the terrorists have gone. The B-bomb site, that's the answer. Parchek not even going to be hearing that, but he's going to be hearing the utility thrown onto B, and he must secure this kill here on the stairs. But Buster, prepared for him, gets the headshot onto him, and now it's just Jetkar left in a 1v4. They...
Into your account, so 8th round you lose. Which does provide a decent amount for the rebuy. As you can see, Sparrow, 5.
He's on top mid. He's going to be flanking them as he finds one, but doesn't actually try to go for a multi-kill here. Just wants to secure the man advantage. And now the T's, they have a little bit of a fire burning behind them, keeping them warm, but also keeping them mobile, as they will be moving toward this B-bomb site. A two-prong approach with two CTs going to be holding it. Ponchek up close at the door, manages to find two, and the bomb is downed. Spiro still looking at these tunnels and finding a kill of his own, and that's going to be Wisla's. up the long area, but counter flash is coming in as well, slowing them down just that little bit more. Kills start to rain in as Hades gets 2 on the entry, doesn't mind the guy immediately on his left pushing through the smoke. That's for the other to take care of, and take care of him they did. Just Buster and Yakindar remaining in this one. Wisla may be securing themselves a pistol round victory, and hopefully the round after as well, as this pistol is surely over. Virtus.pro not being able to hold off that long aggression. You know, that's the only engagement I can see going their way here. Though Jetker does already get rid of Quickert, and, well, with Sparrow finding Jame as well, this is races and everything. Dick Dastardly throwing away his lead countless times, just never winning that goddamn race. If only he just kept racing, that he would have...
Is what everyone remembers.
Yeah, but can you make Don't Be Cocky into, like, something that rolls off the tongue? Like, slow and steady wins the race?
Give me a minute. You just wrap up this round.
Through. And these Wisla players, well, they're just taking it to B now. It's exactly the worst possible situation for Virtus.pro. They gambled, and they didn't make it go their way in the end. I'm sure our audience can relate. Remember, if you wanna place that, and don't you know, call the caster a dog after the stream. That's just rude. Story.
I mean, for some people that may not be a bad thing, but I mean, oh god, they're burning. Ooh. They're just burning in the flames, you kinder.
Performing them at every juncture so far. Case in point, Sanji does set the trash container ablaze, as it does force those two for kills, make sure Virtus.pro's economy doesn't go out of whack, and yeah, just buying normally in the next round. But for now, no real chance for Wisla to get back into this. They both fall at the same time, and it's gonna be 10.
And now he's basically he's installed all the firmware updates, and now he's locked in and loaded, and he's ready to just
like the Terminator.
Yes.
There you go. That one was robotic. As Jame with a nice little kill there onto me. It gets smoked off soon.
Kinder. He's just gonna nail them all through the smoke. It doesn't matter if it's smoked off.
Yeah, Panchik also gets like just a clean entry there onto B, and the bomb site is all theirs. They're letting them rotate mid to B, but a little bit of a rush from the back there, the flank imminent. As Sanji does get flanked in the end by Jetker and Panchik with a very...
I don't know if Yakinda's like ill or something. It must be the case.
Can't make excuses. Really every game counts.
I'm actually really shocked he's not doing well. Like, I hyped him up.
Also the enemy. If we can't see them, neither can they see them. And Jame gonna be trying to do something from this ramp area. Sparrow also finding a quick kill onto Quicket there, as it's time for Jame to actually do the wide swing. Finds Jetker very narrowly. I expected him to go much further than that, but a nice kill all around. And Sparrow also goes down on the site. Now it's just Ponchak left in the double doors area. Gets picked up by Buster in the end. And this is gonna be a round for Virtus.pro. An excellent A defense. Sure, they let them plant the bomb, but that was a false sense of security. They had this one in the bag from the start. Nice picks from Jame and the gang. Virtus.pro are looking very good here, as Wisla, they are going to be taking this B bomb site here. Just no entries going their way whatsoever. Ponchak managing to find the car player and a nice swing onto the site, as Virtus.pro do go down in the end. Gets messy there for a little while, but it's a 2v2 situation, and Sanji, he could just wide swing this, doesn't know it, and Ponchak, well, he's taken every opportunity he can get, is going to be peeking him at just the right time, and Sanji does go down. Just Jame.
This is what we mean. This is what we mean when we say this is actually really sick from Wisla.
Stack this B bomb site very heavily, and with only one player playing in CT, he's going to be calling all of these grenades being thrown as Jame, well, he manages to pick up the first, but he has a lot more work to do to hold off this offense, and Yakindar chiming in, a nice little kill there through the smoke, just in this one-way area, knows he can pre-fire that, and he does, but Ponchak uses that window again, and that's a double kill from Ponchak. Very good stuff. It was looking like a gimme round for Wisla. They were just going to walk in on that site and plant the bomb, but they don't manage in the end. Virtus.pro just...
I mean, either team at this point can win this game, so at this point I am Just excited for the counter-strikers in towards the B site. Wisla do push, but it's the only Minio to find anything. It is just the pistols, the Smack 10.
Up the catwalk, down the catwalk, just showing off their stuff. And it is just going to be Glocks is what their stuff is. And this is a bit of a easy round here. Yakindar going to have some opportunities to pad his stats just a little bit, but sadly, they all get taken away by Sanji, so switching upon his position, and with these that smoke over there, gonna be blocking off his vision, but the Molotov does force them into a wide peek as Jame manages to find two, and this prediction of doom and gloom that the A bomb site is basically in Wisla's control, it gets shut down by Jame. He manages to find kills and stall for time. The perfect sort of combination if you're going to be an anchor player, as Jetker does encroach upon his position, but Sanji's got his back. As it's only Hades remaining here on the A-bomb site. Bomb on his back, dreams in his eyes. Gonna be trying to find the kill, and that's not gonna be going his way either.
All of the lingo the kids use these days, and Yakindar will be able to get the opening frag onto Sparrow. It's Wisla. They're all charging their way through long, and Yakindar's gonna have them all approaching towards him. Through the smoke, he finds one. Sanji's nade with another, and Virtus.pro, they are just cutting these players down one by one, looking to find that 15th. It's a 5 on 2 rather, and kick it will secure the 50.
The terrorists, well, they're starting to make their way here out of mid, and without a smoke to cover them off, Hades might actually find one for himself, and he does find Yakindar. The man, well, Wisla can win it out if they just overwhelm him. As the execute will be going on, and Jetker does manage to find the long player, and it's all Jane by his little old lonesome. Gonna be holding that A-bomb site not for much longer, however, as Buster does also find something, but he is the last player alive, and I would be shocked if he manages to pick up a win here. He will be going for it, as if he can get him on the cross here after the bomb explosion. I mean, before it. As he does actually find Ponchek, and that's gonna be a little bit devastating for the Wisla economy, but they will be able to buy in the next round, and we all know this. It's just going to be a little bit lacking, and Spiro and
showing that they have the skill to go toe-to-toe with some of CIS's best right now, but a huge double opening. Virtus.
Should they find it? They know he's in the corner there. I was expecting a bit more utility, and Spiro finding his only help here as Quicken is still stuck in the car position. Manages to find one, but does fall in the end, and now it's just down to Yakindar. Not fancying his odds in this one, as the money of Virtus.pro has been whittled down. Won't be saving this M4 either. He does try to go for it. Does find Minio, but he will be falling back straight out.
Anytime soon. It is going to be that M4 saved. I mean, Yakindar, he has started to liven up a little bit.
Try to get this to an overtime position. Quicken managing to pass here into the pit area as he does find the opening frag. So the T's will be still sticking to this long position here. No utility to help out Spiro. Something may get thrown eventually. There you go. That Molotov will be at least a little bit of cover as Spiro does find the first and the second, but will be falling straight after that. And this is a Jame time, as the kids say. Gonna be exposed to short, however, as Ponchek does find him a trivial frag for him, as all the bomb has to do now is cross successfully. Perhaps it should be thrown across. Yes, it will be thrown, and the covering smoke as well there. Yakindar knows what time it is. It's time to watch that bomb, but he doesn't manage to spot it out, and Hades spots him in his scope, managing to down Yakindar, and this is all falling apart for the Virtus.pro side. Wisla Krakow looking like they can bring this into overtime, but it's gonna come down to a 1v1. Don't get your hopes up too much, kids! Buster finds the kill! He still has the kit, and with 25 seconds left on the bomb, this is going to be a defuse. No overtime, sadly, for the Wisla side. They did put up a good fight, as Buster does do some BM there toward the end, but the bomb will surely be defused here. Virtus.pro win this out. Not as